Namaskara. Welcome back to Ramayana Universal Compass. In my previous two episodes, I began exploring these concepts in Kanda. However, the eternal wisdom of the Ayodhya Kanda, specifically the universal truths of governance, behavioral ethics, and human psychology found in these chapters, is far too urgent and demanding. Moreover, my Kanda narrative did not resonate among the viewers to the expected extent. Hence, I'll continue in English. As our narrative transitions into the sacred Tapovana, the penance grows of Prayāga and Chitrākūṭa. The text shifts from grand imperial scale to the intimate raw mechanisms of behavioral ethics. In chapter 90, Bharata enacts what this commentary coins the protocol of the Barefoot Sovereign. By analytically divesting himself of his weapons, his royal regalia, and his footwear, at the very perimeter of Sage Bharadvāja's hermitage, Bharata performs a profound correction of the mean. He completely neutralizes his temporal status to absorb a spiritual blessing. Yet, this humility is instantly met with an agonizing trial. When Sage Bharadvāja harbors the suspicion that Bharata has tracked Rama into the forest with murderous intent, the prince experiences a total existential collapse. The agonizing weight of this moment is captured through two monumental cross-cultural parallels. Bharata's psychological trauma is identical to the betrayal of Marcus Brutus in Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. When the dictator groans, "Exo brute," the abrupt drop into the raw vocative strips Brutus of his formal identity and marks the absolute depth of trust. For Bharata, hearing a rishi doubt his spotless devotion is a spiritual act too. This moment perfectly mirrors even Aksyonov in Tolstoy's God sees the truth but waits. Both Bharata and Aksyonov are completely innocent, yet stand falsely convicted by the highest moral authorities of their respective worlds, forced into a silence heavy with the agonizing weight of unproved truth. Instead of lashing out in egoistic self-defense, Bharata groans in silent resolve, executing the ultimate tantra sangraha of conduct, an absolute alignment of behavioral orbit where the friction of the ego is entirely eliminated to maintain the truth of Sri Rama. Finally, through the annotations of chapter 95, we unveil the deep literary devices Valmiki deploys to redefine the very concept of sovereignty. By deliberately renaming the wild features of Chitrākūṭa with the names of their lost home, comparing the wild Mandakini to the urban Sarayu, and framing the forest animals as loyal citizens, Rama mirrors the classical Shakespearean forest of Arden trope. The wild, uncorrupted wilderness becomes far more royal and civilized than the contaminated, power-hungry cold of Ayodhya. Join me in the next episode as we look deeper into this universal compass. Thank you. Sri Krishnarpanamastu.